You know the rainbow flag, right? Of course you do. It's one of the most recognizable symbols in the world today. We see it everywhere, a vibrant banner of pride and identity. But what does it really represent?
What if I told you its true meaning is far older and way more universal than you probably imagine? What if this symbol isn't just about one community, but about a fundamental truth that applies to all of humanity? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
Okay, so first things first. This symbol wasn't just invented out of thin air for the Pride movement. Not at all. For centuries, across tons of different cultures, the rainbow has always stood for hope, for peace, for this idea of universal dignity. It was very deliberately chosen because of this powerful meaning it already had.
And here's why that matters. The flag isn't just a collection of pretty colors. You should think of it more like a charter. Each stripe is a declaration, a claim to a fundamental human right that belongs to every single one of us. Let's break it down.
We start with red. This is for the most basic right of all, the right to life. And we're not just talking about existing. This is about the right to be vibrant, to live fully and with vitality, and to do it without fear.
Next up, orange. This represents the right to healing and well-being. It's a statement that we all have a right to be whole, to mend from our wounds and to care for ourselves, both physically and mentally.
Then there's yellow, which embodies the right to sunlight and joy. And just think about what that really means. It's the right to live openly, to not be forced into the shadows, and to experience happiness as your true, authentic self.
Green claims our right to nature and growth. This is about our connection to the world around us, for sure, but it's also about our fundamental right to evolve, to learn, and to become who we are meant to be. Blue represents the right to harmony and peace. It's basically a demand for a life of serenity. You know, a life free from the constant stress of conflict and the fear of being persecuted.
And finally, we have violet. This is the right to spirit and dignity. And this is a big one. It's the profound right to have your inner self, your soul, your inherent worth as a human being be seen and be respected. So you see, when you put it all together, it's a complete spectrum of human dignity.
But the symbolism goes even deeper, right into the realm of science and perception. And this is where it gets really fascinating. There's a beautiful scientific truth that gives the flag its most profound meaning of all, what we can call the paradox of unity. Here's the thing about a rainbow. It isn't a fixed object in the sky. It's an optical phenomenon. And because of the way light refracts through water droplets relative to your eye, no two people ever see the exact same rainbow. The rainbow you see is created just for your unique position.
And this just brilliantly illustrates the central paradox, doesn't it? On one side, you have the individual perspective, your unique viewpoint, your singular human life. On the other, you have this holistic unity, a shared spectrum, our collective humanity. The rainbow is both at the same time. It proves that our unique individual experiences don't separate us. They're just different viewpoints of the same beautiful, interconnected whole.
And understanding this paradox is the absolute key to understanding why the Pride movement adopted this symbol. This wasn't an act of separation. It was a profound act of inclusion, a way to declare its rightful place within the human family.
So, the crucial point is this. The flag was a declaration that the rights and dignity of LGBT people are not special rights. They're human rights, and they are inseparable from the rights and dignity of all humanity.
So this was an active claim to universal values, a claim to shared dignity. It was an assertion of having a place in the human family, demanding that those fundamental rights, you know, the ones we just saw in all those colors, be recognized for absolutely everyone.
So what does this all mean for everybody, regardless of who you are? Well, the flag's true meaning carries a pretty powerful message about how we see ourselves, and maybe more importantly, how we see each other.
Ultimately, the rainbow symbolizes a universal truth, that we are all looking at the same shared light of humanity, but it reveals a different, beautiful, and totally valid spectrum to every single soul. Our differences don't divide the light. They are proof of its richness.
And that leaves us with a question. Knowing that the rainbow is a symbol of both our unique perspective and our shared humanity, how does seeing it as truly universal change its message for you?